Alright, it's that time of year. We got homemade chili. This is what's left over after dinner. We're going to freeze dry some of that. See how it works out. Well, alright. Made up a nice batch of chili. Homemade chili. It was really good and I don't want any of it to go to waste. It's as lean as I could make it. When I made it with the Italian sausage, I drained all the fat off with hot water before I put it in the pot with the rest of the ingredients, with the tomatoes and the onions and all that stuff, beans and whatever. So it should be pretty lean. I don't see any grease floating on the top of this. Looks good. So I've heard that when you freeze dry meats or foods, you want stuff that's low in fat. So it's pretty lean chili as far as I know. I'm going to try to freeze dry it and see how it turns out. Hopefully it turns out good. I'll be able to use it in a backpacking meal, or just use it for, take some out and put it in a bowl and with a little bit of water and reconstitute it back to a bowl of chili. I don't know. We're going to find out. I've never freeze dried chili before. This will be a trial run. If it's a success, I'm definitely going to do it some more, because this chili is amazing. Alright, so I got to get me a spoon to get that out. Get that out onto the freeze dryer trays. I don't think I want to use those liners. Get those all messy. Oh, this is going to be a 2-tray deal probably. Alright. Yeah, okay. I got to spread it out enough that it'll actually freeze dry, so I don't want it too thick in the pan. Well, that looks pretty good right there. Get another tray and get the rest on there, and I'll divide it evenly so there's just the right amount on each tray. Well, alright, I got the chili on the 2 trays. I have a little bit of room to put some smoked deer meat on there as well. I got another tray of smoked deer meat in the fridge. I'll get these in the fridge with it. And then I'm going to have a tray of smoked fish. So hopefully mixing and matching deer chili and fish doesn't make an odd flavor in the freeze dryer, but I don't know. I don't want to do a partial batch, so I'm going to fill every tray with similar products. They're all meats, I guess. All right, it's all prepped and ready. It's a lot of hard work getting to this point here. I'm very hopeful that this will turn out good. In the past, when I've done meats, after a short amount of time, maybe a couple weeks, it started to get like a rancid type smell to it, like it had too much grease in there. It didn't really freeze dry that well, but I don't know, and it tasted funny. So hopefully this will not have that same effect, because I put a lot of work into this. So I'm crossing my fingers that this time it'll be perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna get this in the freeze dryer and get it freeze drying. I don't know how long it'll take. Probably take, I don't know, 36 hours or so. But anyway, I got the whole weekend, so however long it takes, it takes. We'll come back to it when it beeps and says it's done. So, all right, here we go. All right, load the food in the freeze dryer and close the drain valve. I've done that. Food is in the trays there. Put fresh oil in there. That's ready to go. Time to hit start. Well, freeze drying's done. All right, I got the chili all done. I'm going to get it separated out and put it in the jars, and then I'm going to sample it because I want to just see how it turned out. I'm going to go ahead and put some in a little Mylar bag with some boiling water and sample that out and see how that turned out, because I'm super hopeful that that worked well, and if it does, we're going to have chili on the trail. That's going to be awesome. Well, all right, it's lunchtime. It's time to test out to see if this chili, homemade chili freeze-dried, will work for backpacking meal or any other meal for that matter. So I'm going to take some of this freeze-dried chili, put it in this separate bag here in the portion that I think I want to just try out. I'm going to get some water in the microwave and get it boiling. Pour it in there, wrap it up, and wait 10 minutes. Let it soak in real good and stir it up and see what we got. Here we go. Alright, that water was a rolling boil. Still bubbling. Alright, let's see if we can get this chili to rehydrate. And I don't know how much water I need, but that looks about right. Might be a little much, but I don't know, maybe just a tad more. Sounds like Hannah's thirsty. Alright, stir that up. Oh God, that looks amazing. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up so it stays good and hot. And put it inside of this. I'm even going to set it on top of that boiling hot water. So I got not the cold counter, but the hot water to, ooh, look at that puff up. That steam and hot water is doing the trick. Alright, I'm going to come back to that in about 5 minutes and let it soak in real good and stir it up. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes. Let's check it and give it another little stir. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's see down in there. That looks like chili. Oh yeah, it's because it is. Dad joke. Anyway, let's pull some out, see what it looks like. Come on, get my fingers to work here. Look at that. That looks amazing. Alright, I'm going to let it hydrate a little bit more. It's still just hot, so that's good. So having it inside of a cozy or some type of insulator is certainly helpful. Alright, it's been about 8 minutes or so. I think it's done because there wasn't very much there. Let's see here. Looks really good. Smells just like when we made it. Alright, let me get some of this out here and give it a try. It's not too hot to eat. Let's see. Let's take a look at it first. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Alright. Oh wow. That's going to be a backpacking meal for sure. It's fully hydrated and that's really good. Heck yeah. I'm going to start making my own meals. That is awesome. That was a win-win right there. I'm going to do that for sure on one of my next backpacking trips. Heck yeah. Right on. Anyway, so looks like freeze drying chili was a success. So I'll be sure to do that again. Thanks for watching.